Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be walking you through some of the upgrades I made to the Haslab 2 in the box. I'm focusing on the trap and all of the upgrades I made for the trap. So thanks for joining me, and let's get started. So one of the first upgrades I made was this cable. And as you can see, it's kind of got this really nice texture to it. This is actually just, kind of a loom wrap. And also too added this kind of shrink wrap at the end to give it that red feel that you have on the original Ghostbusters cable. And originally there is a cable underneath it here, but it didn't have this kind of loom and this texture that's really accurate to the screen. So that's the first easy upgrade I made. I got this off Etsy, but you can easily find it at the hardware store, Home Depot, etc. So that's a quick update, very cheap, very easy to do. All right, let's start with the pedal here. So one of the first upgrades I did was this 11-pin relay. And what I actually ended up doing was actually replacing this guy. We have a sticker there. And this is kind of what it looked like before. So this was kind of the default one that came with it. It's not bad. It's not bad. But you can kind of see a bit of a difference between these two right here. So this one's a little bit of a yellow tint type of thing. And, it comes with this kind of guy screws off. This is the 11 pins at the bottom. And you can kind of see that one there. So this is more official kind of looking. I even put the label on top to be more accurate. And I also actually cut some of the Ghostbuster cable I had in my Proton pack. I had it extra, painted it black so I could kind of hide the screws there, as you can see. And that worked out really well. The second thing, and you can actually remove this as well. This is removable. And the second thing I upgraded was this light here. So this is originally kind of what the light looked like. And as you can see, it's kind of like cheap plastic looking, and when you compare that to this, huge difference. I mean, this guy looks way, 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 way better. So upgraded that. And of course, while I was there, upgraded this ribbon. So this is kind of more official looking. On Etsy, I got this. This was called the kind of a hybrid because it's Ghostbusters 2 here, but Ghostbusters 1 here. And originally, this is what came with it. And it kind of goes like this. And so you can see it's really kind of cheap plastic looking. Not bad, especially for something that came with free, but this looks way, way better. Also too, I scuffed it up a bit. And if I turn this guy around, you'll actually see I even upgraded these cables down here, the yellow and the red. And also too, this right here, these little brass fittings, these are real. Same for down here. And just to give you an idea, this is kind of what it came with. This is scuffed up because, I aged it before I bought these new ones. But I think these are kind of metal as well. But they don't look as good as they do here. These look a little more official. Same thing with this. This was originally there. Yeah, so that's the trap. And it's looking way better. Of course, you could tell I aged it up a bit. But yeah, it's looking really good now. So I'm very happy with it. And that's a quick upgrade I did. Again, all these parts I found on Etsy. I say an average, maybe the whole thing cost me like 40 bucks for all the upgrades. So yeah, very cool. And here we have the trap. So a lot of great upgrades that I did here. First of all, the yellow here. This is actually a decal that I got that kind of covered the old aging that they did, which didn't really look good. It wasn't really popping like it should. And I aged it up a bit, as you can see, in some areas. So that's looking really good. And the second thing I did was actually upgrade a few things here on the back. So this switch. So the toggle switch is more screen accurate, as you can see there. And so is the light. And I also got a little bit of a, if you could see here, there's a little bit of a lip. So this is a piece that goes on top because it is supposed to be two pieces, 1, 2, but they had it as one. And it worked out really well with the light. And I just kind of put the original screws back on and put another sticker on top there. But this looks really good. And if you can see really quick as a demo, as I turn it on, let me do a quick little opening. You can see that light. That light looks way better than what it was before. Before it used to be this, which is like the most cheap plastic looking light you can see. So between that and that there, huge difference. I mean, this looks way better. And also too, for that switch, it came with a light. Let me turn this guy off. So I actually, really quickly, this was the original switch for it and the original light. The one that came with it was from Fruto Technology. I bought that off Etsy. So it's got a little bit more of a screen accurate switch here. And the light that it came with is actually not this light here. It's actually red, but it looks almost exactly the same. It took two seconds to swap out. So that was a nice little upgrade. And the other big thing was the top lights here. So let me kind of give you a quick demo. Let me turn it on here. And as you can see, that bar, originally, this is the bar that came with it. So did not look great. And so did not have enough segments like in the film. So I ended up kind of upgrading that, and I got that on Etsy, and you just kind of slide it in and replace this guy. Really quick upgrade, non-destructive. And as you're noticing, the bar actually goes in the right direction because I ended up getting a little adapter, because before it would actually go right to left, and it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to go left to right. So the adapter actually switched the cables so that it's going in the more screen accurate direction, just like the film. And let me do a quick demo here. So you can see there's the trap. And see, right direction. That was really bugging me, but that was a quick fix thanks to the adapter. And I will say it does require you to open up this trap part here, the one that separates. And man, that is very tricky and was not fun to do because they just pushed all of the wiring and all the stuff that's in there. So as we go to the other side, some of the other upgrades I made was a real transistor here, just like this. This is the cheap plastic one that came with it. I aged it, of course, but that's a real one. And also too, this is a real metal plate. This was the old plate. This was plastic, but you can kind of see how it's gray and silver. So this one looks so much better. And I ended up replacing this along with this on there. That was a very quick upgrade. It's non-destructive. Well, it kind of is destructive. You see this little notch on the back. It kind of sticks out to hold it, so you got to cut that off. Yeah, and if I keep turning the trap, you can check out these wheels here. So I did not like the default wheels that came with it. So I ended up getting some new wheels off of Etsy, and these guys look a little closer to what they were in the film. They're much heavier, they slide really nice, so very happy with that upgrade. And one of the other things too, if we actually open up the trap, let me turn this guy on here. I actually ended up buying this little kind of fluorescent pink thing off of Charlesworth Dynamics. And the great thing about it is when it does illuminate, and I'm going to kind of set this guy in here really quick just for a quick demo. You can kind of see this nice little pink light just like in the film. So that's one thing I ended up adding to it because it's really nice and it really helps with the trap. Now, everything's looking good with the trap. So what else is there to upgrade? So there's one more thing I did. And I was lucky enough to get a hold of one because there's a really big list. So let me walk you through that now. Another great upgrade to the trap was the phantasmfogger by rightcoastprops. And this is pretty straightforward. There's an on and an off switch. It fits perfectly inside the trap. It's shaped for it. And it's rechargeable. There's a little USB-C down there. It comes with a remote and it comes with extra little fluid here so you can refill the smoke components in there. It's using like a e-cigarette vape motion. So when I turn it on, You see a little smoke, I turn it off, and there you go. It's awesome. And the smell, well, smells like marshmallows. Very cool, very easy upgrade. It's non-destructive. It's a little pricey, but not that bad. But I was very, very happy with it. And this is so cool. And I'll kind of show you the insides of it. So if you put it on the side here, this is magnetic, and it actually comes off just like that. And you can kind of see the interior there. So there's the e-cigarette vape pen that's in there. There's the smoke that comes out, the fan that pushes it. And you can actually kind of pull this guy out to refill it. This is the battery, and it's a great little mechanism here. They did a really good job of doing it, and it's very quick and easy. Snaps on with magnets, boom, and just put it in the trap. Awesome. Very easy to do. So yeah, that was fantastic. I got that off Etsy as well, and well worth it in my opinion. I thought that was just a really nice touch. And one cool thing rightcoastprops included with the fogger is actually this pedal adjustment or upgrade that you can add to your trap. Now, I did install this at first, and it does get triggered when you hit the pedal by this guy, and it does come with a little battery that comes in it to help kind of get everything going. So what this does is it actually allows the pedal to activate the fogger. You can, this little red switch is to turn the device on or off. But I ended up removing it actually. And one of the big reasons I ended up not using it was just because number one, it's a lot more difficult because it's made more for when this is kind of sideways, like Afterlife. And I like the classic look of it on top. And also too, I was able to get it to fit in here. It was a little bit more difficult, but I just did not like kind of the look of this on the side of the trap. So that's a preference thing. But if you don't mind it, it was a fantastic upgrade that they just threw in with the fogger. So that was not asked for. Before, that was something that you would kind of pay for a little extra. But they, I guess because some of these kind of took a little longer to get, they threw it in for free. So who knows, maybe I'll probably throw back in down the road. But it was a nice option to have and test out, and it was really cool. Yeah, I ended up kind of not using it, but man, really, really cool. I ended up really kind of liking that they did have that option. So thank you. All right. All right, well, we have everything here, so let's do a full demo and check out to see how all the upgrades and everything works with the trap. So first thing we'll do is we'll hit the pedal, activate the smoke, close the pedal, and there you go, turned off the smoke. How cool is that? Just like in the film. And at any time you want, you can always add a little more smoke and close it. So let's do another quick demo. Opening the trap, look at those lights. How great is that? It looks better with low light. This is a little bright right now, but looks really good. And boom, and here you go. Activate a little smoke, and just like in the film. Look at that. Very cool. And that's about it. So thanks for joining me on this upgrade. Let's open it up. See a little smoke in there. Awesome. Thanks for joining me on this quick little upgrade journey. And I'm very happy with how everything came out. So looking forward to kind of testing this out a little bit more on my own. But there we go. Those are the basic upgrades I did for the Haslab 2 in the box. Thanks for joining me. Leave a comment. And if you like anything or if you got any questions, and I'll try to help you out as best I can, but it is pretty busy for me right now. Thanks for checking it out, and enjoy the channel and the video. Thank you.